Welcome back, Dolly.
Welcome back. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
We're
Is
hoping
it
that we have to redo this one again.
for real?
You're getting our freshness again.
Fresh, unpolished, all the same.
Yeah, a little too fresh.
Maybe. I could just fall asleep right now, but also I can't because I'm so uncomfortable, you know?
I know. We went to pick up Serena from my mom's, and when we were driving back, I was like, my eyes, I'm like, they're so heavy. I'm like, I like can barely be awake right
Oh
now.
my God, I do not remember the last time I slept in a car, but that sounds so nice, like as a
I
passenger.
know. I'm like, I don't even know if I could have slept, but like my eyes, I'm like, they're so heavy. Um, and then we went to IHOP this morning, so I just am drinking like the rest of my decaf coffee.
Ew.
'Cause
I can only imagine how nasty that tastes.
no, IHOP has the best coffee. It's so good. It's just like your best diner coffee. They just like bring it in the pot, they leave the pot, you get like the diner mugs,
I'm
and then
judging you because I know it's Farmer Bros and it's horrible coffee.
yeah, I don't know what it is actually, but it's just like maybe it's not that great. It's just such a classic like diner setting, I feel like. But I think it's like when you order the coffee, it's just refills, like you just get however many refills or something. So we got some to go, but um we'll maybe go to IHOP like twice a year or something. And every time we do, I'm like, it never gets old. The pancake combo?
I don't not. I don't know the last time I've been to an IHOP, but it
Yeah,
sounds fun.
we have one pretty close by. And every now and then Jamil will be like, "You want to go to IHOP?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Okay. Yeah.
The hash browns and everything. And then they have like the pancake combo. You could pick the different pancakes you want. So I usually will get the New York cheesecake ones.
And
And,
are they like cheesecake pan or what is if the topping is cheesecake or
it has like some type of filling in it, like
oh,
cheesecake, but it's just a little bit. So it's not like you're eating cheesecake. It's just like a little bit in the pancake, and then on the top it's like strawberries and whipped cream.
oh.
Yeah, Jamil likes to get the Stack. That's his thing. Um, and yeah, then I'm like, oh, like I'm so tired. Like I'll drink my coffee, and then I'm like, oh, it's decaf. So I'm trying to see if it'll be like a placebo effect, you know?
True. I had warm coffee this morning too. I made P regular coffee and then I made myself decaf, but I had like a sip of his and I was like, oh my God, it's so good. It's so
I know.
good.
I think Jamil tried mine, and he was like, I was like, don't do that. I'm like, they're supposed to taste the same.
My decaf is good, but I just don't have P has like a Starbucks roast and I have a different one. I have like
Yeah.
some organic one and it's still good, but it's not my favorite one of decaf I've bought.
Yeah. Yeah, we've gotten like the decaf here now, and it's not bad, but it's definitely not the same, I feel like. 'Cause I just know if somebody handed it to me and was like, this is regular coffee, I'd be like, yeah, it tastes like it. But
You know
knowing
what? I
I'm the
have an issue. Speaking of decaf coffee, this has pissed me off, okay? Starbucks never has decaf coffee just brewed available. For
really?
years and several locations, it's been like this. Like, I would be like, oh, it's like, okay, I get it in the afternoon, even though it makes more sense to have decaf at like 5, 6 p.m. You'd think people would be asking for decaf. But they're always like, oh, no, we ran out. So I'm like, okay, in the morning. So whenever I've gone in the morning, I'm like, oh, they probably like P's been out and about. I'm like, can you stop and just get me like a brewed decaf so I don't have to like make it at home? They never have it. They're like, do you want a decaf Americano? It's not the fucking same, okay? And it costs the same amount, so I might as well get a craft coffee drink.
Yeah,
So
the price. Oh my God.
Starbucks, if you're listening, F off. Make some damn decaf and keep it on hand all day.
Yeah, seriously. I'm just like,
Rip.
I haven't gotten a decaf coffee from them, but if I get a drink, it usually has espresso shots and I'll just do like decaf shots in it. But yeah, I don't
Like
know.
sometimes you just want to drip coffee. And like,
All Jamil will get in the mornings from there, but obviously not decaf. But he'll love to just like stop and get like a drip coffee with a splash of milk. Like, but
I get it with like three sugars in the raw and like whipped cream on top. Bomb. But they never have freaking decaf. And I do the same thing with the Americano, but it's just like pointless. I might as well get my cinnamon dolce or get something with decaf espresso.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't know. Something about Starbucks these days. I just don't love. I'll get it, but to
Arkham's
be
like obsessed with the protein box right now. So that kind of sucks. I'm like, they're so expensive and we have everything at home.
I know I was gonna say they're like the most basic items in there too.
And you know what? I did look up those crackers because when he was sick, not this, I talked about it last week when he was sick. He wanted the protein box. And I'm like, if he's going to eat something, fine. So he wanted those crackers. And we don't really buy crackers because crackers have such terrible ingredients in them. And
It's
I
so
looked
hard to
up,
find a good cracker. It's
I
really
looked
hard.
up like, oh, what crackers are in the protein box? Because it's such a small little pack.
Yeah.
Those things, like a box of those crackers cost like I think it was like above $15. Like on Reddit, people are like, these are the ones. And I was like, and people are like, I guess I'll save that as a toddler snack then. Like,
That's crazy.
so I did find one at Walmart that was pretty similar called Better Goods.
Yeah.
And the ingredients weren't as clean as I'd like, but they didn't have GMOs like every other stupid
And he
cracker.
Yes.
They were bomb. Like, I'm like, I should have bought more boxes and I will next time I go.
Because sometimes I'll find one that I'm like, okay, ingredients aren't horrible, and I'll get them, and then I'll be like, nah, they're just like not hitting the cracker status.
They are not like a Ritz. They're not like a saltine. They're totally like the cracker in the protein box. They're like almost the same.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I just crave like a saltine type of cracker, and I just like can't find any that
It's
are good.
frustrating.
Yeah, it really is.
Do you like Cheez-Its? Sorry, it's random, but I feel like it's
I
related.
do like Cheez-Its, but I don't really think of them often. But I would have a few.
I'm not a Cheez-It person, but I just felt like maybe you were.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time, but sorry, we have an interruption.
Hello, Dollies. This is the part
Hi.
of the show where Alyssa tries the wing sauce that she claimed wasn't going to be too hot, and she was talking all her shit. So
That
she's
wasn't
going to
even
try it on
Ah,
camera.
wait,
let's see your bite.
The whole
Jamil
thing?
was attacked by a
No,
dog.
no, 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 no.
that's too
Eat the
big.
whole wing. It's
Oh,
You
not.
it is
can't eat the whole thing. Is it
It's
big.
this
boneless?
big.
Okay.
It's a little
Okay,
wing.
this one's smaller. This one's smaller.
Okay.
Just eat the whole thing. Don't take a look. No, 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 no. Hey, you'll try it first. The whole part is that you eat it.
I
Put it in
am.
your mouth and bite it. Eat the whole
You're gonna
thing.
be like on Hot Ones, like,
I know for real.
where's
It's
it
just-
from?
Hang on nerve.
it's from
Wings? No. Buffalo? Wild
Mhm.
Wings?
It's not spicy.
Really? Okay.
I taste the mango.
Unless it's different
Like
than what it,
mango habanero?
yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
Because I was telling him so many people get it.
When I remember it was hot. This
Did you
doesn't seem
try
that
it?
hot right now. I just tried it right now.
Yeah, it's not that hot.
Maybe they toned it down.
Because I see so many people getting the mango. It's spicy. But like when you
Like
think
spicier than
habanero,
a buffalo wing, like when you're eating repetitive buffalo sauce, you think?
Um, yeah.
I think it's a different type of spice. Like it's
Mm.
more of like that pepper spice and like the buffalo spice. No, because I'm drinking coffee right now, so it's
Oh. Buffalo sauce sounds so good right now. Like I could just drink buffalo sauce with like blue cheese chunked in it.
We
yum.
got a bunch of lemon pepper,
Ooh.
Buffalo,
I've never tried another sauce from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Asian, mango
The
habanero.
Asian thing is good. Can you take her out of here, please?
Yeah. Come
I
Is
on.
don't
the
want
Asian zing spicy?
That's my favorite one. It's a little spicy.
a little kick.
I like always get them plain and I just get sauce on the side because Arkham will eat them. So I'm always like, even though the jalapeno stuff, like if
Yeah,
I get jalapeno chips, he'll like lick all the jalapeno stuff off it.
interesting.
But the other chilies, like in other things, he's not a fan.
Yeah, I know because I was telling him I see so many people getting
Oh,
the habanero one, and it's like so many people get it, and I'm like, I thought that was like the spiciest one that like nobody gets out unless you're like crazy.
spice level.
And so he's like, okay, we need another flavor because it was like this deal. And I'm like, he's like, another hot flavor. And I was like, maybe we try the mango habanero because I see so many people get it and they say it's so good because it has like that sweetness flavor
Like
from the
sweet
mango.
heat.
Yeah. And
Oh,
he was like, it's gonna be so spicy. And like the heat is there in
but
the
it's
beginning
not like unbearable.
and it definitely like builds up. But like I think if you were eating them back to back and not dipping it and like not taking
I
drinks,
don't think
like
they do dip it in ranch.
I would love to dip it in ranch. Yeah. I probably will when I go out there. But it's
Mm,
definitely like spicy. But it's like when I think habanero, I think like, oh my God, my mouth is gonna
like
be numb.
die. Or like your throat's gonna be burning.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna take one bite and be like, oh my God.
Can't.
It's not bad. It tastes good. The flavor is good too. So I wasn't talking shit. I was like, well, my spice level is better than yours, so which I think it is.
He and I like go back and forth. Like at when I met him, he didn't like anything spicy, he couldn't hang. Then he's like leveled up. And then sometimes we're like opposite, where it's like, oh my God, this is so hot. And then he's like, it's fine. And then other times he's like, this is so hot. And I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know that is weird. Yeah. So I feel like we're pretty similar, but I think he I think he thinks little of me when
Which
it
is
comes.
wild because I feel like he grew up with like Indian food and like
Totally.
Jamaican food, which you'd think is like hot, hot, hot.
Oh my God, Indian food is the spices in Indian food could be so if you get a spicy one, oh my God. The one place that
Anytime
we
I
were
go to like Indian or like Asian food, I'm like, nope, no spice because I'm gonna be dying.
your phone? Uh, can you stop interrupting me?
I feel
Oh,
like I'm just interrupting by being here because I feel like I'm just constantly like having these little contractions.
he's like, I don't know where his phone is. Did you find it? Oh. Um, so yeah, the mango habanero was good, but it's definitely spicy. It's definitely up there. It like builds over time.
So don't get it as your only flavor, probably.
I wouldn't. No, no, no.
Or
And
get
I
on the side to dip.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But it has a good flavor. And if you like spice, like you probably like
Like
it.
orange chicken vibes. That's like what I'm getting, like orange chicken.
Yeah, with like some spice in it. But it's good.
Ooh.
I liked it.
Do you
But
like Kung Pao chicken?
I don't really know. I don't think I've ever ordered it.
Me neither.
Was it
My
just
dad and my stepmom always get it, and it looks so good, but like I don't think I've ever like
yeah, me either. Yeah, I always go for the classic orange. Love a good orange chicken. But yeah, we will get Indian food here, and it's a little spicy, but it's good. It's like bearable. It's good. But then we ordered from this other Indian place, and Jamil requested like the same spice, I think, or like their spice levels were just different on like what you could pick. And so I think he just picked like whatever he thought was gonna match the one that we got at the other one. I was dying. I was like, I can't eat it. Like, it was so spicy. Both me and him were like, I
it's
was like,
the worst because it doesn't cool off. Like tomorrow, it's gonna be fucking spicier.
yeah, exactly. And it's like the food is hot. So when the temperature hot on top of the spice, I was like, my mouth is burning. I was like, I cannot eat this. Like, I'm in pain. So Indian spice, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, not for me, but we get the little spice, little. Don't overdo it. Um, but I finally announced on social medias what the gender is of our baby. And you already
Drum
know, but
roll.
yeah, what would you guess?
I
Your guess?
guess girl.
Okay. So when we did a poll on Instagram, it was almost 50-50 for how many people guess girl,
I
how many.
think that Arkham said boy originally. He was like saying boy,
Yeah. I don't remember. I felt like so many people were
but
saying boy.
P and I both said girl.
Yeah, I felt like so many people were saying boy in the beginning, but then when we did that poll, it was like half and half. And I was like, "Oh, okay. I think boy won like it was 48% to 52% boy." So it was really close. We both had no idea. But we did the little gender reveal and we're having a boy. Just kidding, okay. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Just
just kidding.
kidding. We
Okay,
don't
what
even know.
do you know? A boy, 100%, as far as we know.
True. I did
Haven't seen
know.
ultrasound and haven't seen anything specifically to guarantee.
I feel like it's wild. Like sometimes I knew a couple from like a preschool setting and they were like, yeah, we had everything girl because they said it was a girl, like confirmed, and then we had a boy. I'm like,
I
that's
I
wild.
just told that to Jamil. I'm like, I see so many stories of people being like, blood test said this, and then third trimester ultrasound said this or showed this, and then sure enough, it was what the ultrasound showed. Where they're like, yeah, said girl, and then they show the ultrasound and they're like, but what is that? And it's like clearly not a girl. I'm like, oh my gosh, that would be crazy.
It like trips me out when you say he and stuff because I'm always like, oh, so I've never known to be like, oh, like she, he, like, so that always like trips me out.
I know, which is so funny too, because I feel like I'm like reminding myself that I can like say that. But even yesterday when we were out, one of our friends was like cracking up and he's like, "It's so funny because you guys keep referring to the baby as it." And then he's like, "But we know what it is." And I'm like, "I know." I'm like trying to train myself to be like, "Oh, you can like say he."
I feel like the people that pick a name early, it's like so easy, you know what I mean? It's like, oh,
Yeah. Because we're like,
can't even
oh,
think of a name.
it'll this or it'll that or like it'll, and they're like, that's so funny because like you could say he, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't even realize that I'm saying it.
I know, I'm like, it sounds morbid, but it's like, well,
I know. I was like, oh, when you said that, he's like, you keep referring to it as it. I was like, sorry.
sorry, till I see your face, you kind of are in it.
No, I know. I'm like, well, in the beginning, like we didn't find out right at like the 12 weeks or whenever. I'm like, it took us a minute, so we were already referring to it as it. And so now I'm like, okay, get out of the habit because we know what it is. But yeah, so we're excited. I think I would have been shocked either way because I
Yeah.
just didn't know at all. I had no pull, but I think I'm more shocked that it's a boy just because I grew up mainly with girls. So I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, how do I raise a boy? I'm like, I just feel like I am more shocked because I would be more confident, I think, in raising a girl. Because I've just been around girls and I have like more girls in my life, I feel like. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Jamil, I'm like, you got this, right? Got this boy dad vibes?
I feel like after I had Argo, I'm like, duh, why did I think I was gonna have a girl? Like, I grew up around all men, and I'm like so comfortable around all men. So, like,
Yeah.
why did I think that I was gonna have like all girls?
Yeah, I know. We really thought that. We were like girls only for Sierra. I know. I don't know. I definitely grew up in like more girl dominant households, I feel like. So, shall be interesting.
It will.
But I think, yeah, like once it happens, then I feel like you think like, oh yeah, like this is what was supposed to happen, or this is like how it was supposed to be. So I'm excited.
Boy
I need all
stuff.
the tips. Yeah. I need all the tips. I'm gonna get a helmet. I'm gonna get some,
A teeth guard.
yeah, some of
Literally
the,
the other day, Arkham like walks up to me with something white, like he's pulling something white out of his mouth, and I'm like, "Is that part of your tooth? Is that?" And it wasn't. I don't even know what it was, but he was like pulling out of his mouth, and I was like,
I know my dad was just telling me, when they last saw my niece and nephew, they were like, oh my gosh, like, and my nephew's turning 2 soon, and my niece is 6, and they were like, he is wild. And then they're like, he's just throwing himself off the couch, like doing these stunts, uh, and then they said like goes to slide down the slide, but jumps instead. And then they're like, and then he just gets up and like keeps going. I was like, that's what I hear about boys.
"It's wild."
Yeah. And then like my niece is just like on the side, like coloring all like dang.
I'll come.
Yeah,
But
all
I feel a little duped because I'm like, if I have a girl, she's probably going to be doing the same things that Arkham is doing because they're like seeing it. So I'm like, well, there goes the calmness.
Yeah, I feel like that's what happens with like the little sisters that grow up with like older brothers. They're
They're just
like
doing the wild stuff.
forced into the roughness. Hey, will help you handle life. Should we get into the stories?
Let's get into it.
Okay, they weren't that exciting this week, so we'll just call it what it is. Boring. First story, Mandy Moore calls out driver after hit and run. Mandy Moore confronted a driver on social media after they rear-ended her family and drove off.
Oh my God. How'd she
No.
find them?
She said, what kind of human does that? Mandy Moore is not running away from confrontation following a frightening hit and run incident. The This Is Us actress who shares kids August, who's 4, Oscar, who's 2, and Luis, who's 10 months, with husband Taylor Goldsmith.
I
Took to
don't know who Mandy Moore is, I don't think.
Mandy Moore is you never watched This Is Us?
No.
Oh my God, it's like such a tearjerker. It's such a good movie. I mean, no, it's a show. Sorry, it's such a good show. Um, she was A Walk to Remember. No, oh my God, that's like such a nostalgic movie. I loved that movie when I was younger. She was in also that movie with it's like her mom and her sister.
Oh, I know her face, but yeah, I did not.
Yeah, I love her. She's very like low key, I feel like, and just more on like
Oh,
the
she's the
red.
voice of Tangled.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
she's
more.
in Princess Diaries. Okay.
Yeah, she's more on like the regular side of like celebrity, I feel like, she's not
Well,
like,
good for her.
yeah, so she's really cute. Um, she took to social media to call out the driver that crashed into her and her family, the woman who rear-ended my family and then drove off as we pulled over. Hope your karma finds you, Mandy wrote on her Instagram stories on first. Thankfully, everyone was okay, but what kind of human does that? After all, the car accident was just the latest scary incident the 41-year-old and her family have encountered this year. Back in January, they were forced to evacuate from the Eaton fire near Pasadena. Um, and it said that Hillary Duff actually took her in, took her and her.
No,
Oh, that's cute because I guess they're like old friends. I don't know. Um,
I could totally see that.
I know. I'm like, that's cute. And we've seen Hillary Duff. And so she's like somewhere in the valley. I don't know where she
I think
is.
she lives in Santa Clarita.
Does she?
Brenda Song does.
Hmm. Oh, maybe she does. Yeah. We saw her at one of the Starbucks over here, and it's like
Oh,
just a
maybe
straight
I'm wrong.
walk-in Starbucks. I haven't seen her since, but she's also like one of my faves. I feel like she's really low key and just like doing.
Yeah. And I love her and her kids and her home birth.
I know. She's really
Oh, it says
cute.
she lives in Beverly Hills.
Oh, I don't know why I was like, maybe she lives in like Encino or something. But yeah, so now it says more recently, Mandy and her family of five got to enjoy a much more relaxing experience while on vacation in Mexico. But I thought that that was crazy. Can you imagine hitting somebody? I wonder, she probably didn't
I
know
was
that
gonna
it was,
say they probably didn't know that it was.
yeah. But I'm like, can you imagine doing that? And then, God forbid, you're a fan of Mandy Moore, and then she posts it, and you're like, that was me.
Like, hey, my neighbor's car is messed up. I bet people will
Yeah,
find who it is.
for real. I just like, I really don't know how people do that.
And
Like,
then it sucks.
oh,
Like, thank God they're safe. You know what I mean? Like, thank God there
yeah,
was no injuries. But like, it sucks when you have kids because like then you have to replace all the car seats.
totally,
And I know
exactly.
like she definitely obviously has money for it, but like it's hard.
No, I'm like, that's so scary. And like, I don't know how people don't have like that guilty conscience of like, if I hit somebody, my mind is automatically like, oh my God, like, what if they have kids in the back seat? Or like, are you guys okay? Like, I'm like,
Especially if it's like a scuff, you're like, oh my God, sorry. Like, you know what I mean? It
yeah,
could be something small where somebody would be like, it's totally fine.
exactly. Like, you never know. And like, that's what you have insurance for. And like,
But maybe they
yeah,
didn't.
yeah, exactly. But it's also like, okay, chances that like you might get caught.
We like I will say this was so frustrating. We had gotten in a car accident and everything was fine. It was when I was first pregnant with Arkham. It was literally the weekend I found out I was pregnant with Arkham. It was a holiday weekend. And the girl was young. She was texting. That was solved. So then once we got our car back, we had it parked on the street and we were gone for like literally less than an hour. And like the car was repaired, everything. And we come back and we're like, oh my God, somebody hit our car.
Oh
And
my
like
God.
nobody saw it. And I'm like, what? And the county wouldn't give us the cameras, like even though they had cameras up. I'm like, that sucks. So then we just had to fix that out of pocket.
That's crazy.
So if you're a hit and run person, let karma catch up because you're horrible.
Seriously, like that's bad.
And we
And
had our catalytic converter stolen. So,
yeah, I
oh
remember
my
that.
God.
I remember that.
I was like, the car was unlocked. My grandma's like, and they didn't steal your car seat? I'm like, no.
No,
Why did they steal the car seat? I mean, I know car seats are expensive, but some rando man is not on the
I
lookout for
know.
a
These
car
aren't
seat.
like parents.
They're not moms being like, oh, that's a nice car seat. I'm
Give
stealing
me
it.
that.
It's a
Give me
$300
that.
car seat.
No, for real. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. She's like, who cares about your catalytic converter? How's your
Not that
car?
that shit's not like $1,200 and insurance
Literally.
doesn't cover it.
Literally, that's crazy. No, I remember when that was like a big thing. People were like going around taking those. And then you're like,
Horrible. Freaking happened.
ours got taken.
Literally, I had no idea what happened. P gets in and we get in the car and he starts it and it was like the loudest. I literally thought a motorcycle was like right behind us revving. And he's like, they stole our cat. And I was like, cat? We don't even have a cat. What are you
Uh,
talking about?
that is so funny.
Oh,
Well,
life.
at least he knew.
I would have never like if that was just me,
Yeah.
I would have been like, something's wrong with my car.
No, I would have been like, let me see if it still drives. Like, can I even go?
Yeah.
No, thank God he even knew because I'd be like, what is that?
Something happened.
Yeah, something, I don't think it made that sound before. I saw this thing and it was like the husband, like, you didn't hear that crazy sound coming from like the engine. And then it's like a flashback to me in the car and the music's on like high volume and she's just like belting out singing at the top of her lungs and she's like, no, I didn't hear it. Like I was singing. I was
My
performing.
bad.
Yeah, I was doing my car karaoke. Okay, second story of the week. I don't. think you've probably seen this, but it's been like the drama of the week. American Eagle breaks silence on controversial Sydney Sweeney jeans ad. So Sydney Sweeney did like a jeans ad for American Eagle, and it's kind of cringe. But they pretty much made it where she's talking about her genes, like genetics,
Oh,
you know, playing into it with the genes that you wear and then like the genes that you have. People got really mad at this
I
because
don't know who that is.
she's like talking about like her good genes, like genetics. But people are mad. I don't know. I feel like people are just being a little sensitive about it. She's white, blonde hair, blue eyes, huge tits. That's what she's known for. She's definitely,
Are they real?
yeah, she's been like, overly sexualized because of her huge tits. And I feel like that's just unfortunately her thing in Hollywood. Is just like she has huge boobs. And
No hate.
yeah, she seems fine to be like, she's not trying to cover up. She's like, yeah, I have huge tits. Like, here they are. But I don't know, for some reason people are really mad about it and I've seen people saying like, "Oh, well, like, how come it's not like a person of color on there?" And then people are saying, "Well, like she does have good genetics. Like she's blonde, blue eyes, huge rack, like she's cute. Like she does have good genes." And like there's nothing that plays into like if it's racist or not. That's just like she's an attractive woman. So I'm seeing like all these different things go back and forth. People aren't happy about it. Um, so American Eagle breaks silence on controversial Sydney Sweeney jeans ad after American Eagle faced a slew of backlash for Sydney Sweeney's Good Jeans ad. The company has issued a statement. They are speaking out.
Mistake.
The clothing company, which sparked controversy with its ad campaign starring Sydney Sweeney, has addressed the backlash from critics claiming the company was promoting eugenics by using a play on genes/genes, genetics. Sydney Sweeney has great genes, is and always was about the jeans that you wear. American Eagle wrote in an Instagram statement August 1st, her jeans that she wears, her story will continue to celebrate how everyone wears their American Eagle jeans with confidence their way. Great jeans look good on everyone. And last month, even a staff person of the White House spoke out about the conversations surrounding the ad, with Director of Communications Stephen Chung writing on July 29th, cancel culture run amok. For her part, Sydney has mostly avoided the crossfire, only sharing a single post from the campaign to her Instagram grid and otherwise posting her typical content of her puff in the ads, which were first released July 23rd, featuring Sweeney as well as her German Shepherd Sully Bear in videos and photos of her donning the brand's denim that appeared very sexualized, with one video even seeing the anyone but you star joke as the camera panned down her body, eyes up here. She said, a major critique of the campaign has been thought it appealed to men to sell women's jeans, though the campaign featured both men and women's clothing. As one social media user wrote on American Eagle's Instagram, this was not the move, American Eagle. We needed and wanted something different as women. Meanwhile, others took note of the brand using a play on words. Sydney Sweeney has good jeans, swapping the final word for jeans that you wear. Sydney Sweeney is white, blonde, and blue-eyed, the latter of which was playfully pointed out in one now deleted version of the ad. Some accuse the brand of promoting eugenics and Nazi propaganda.
Oh God.
I know, I'm like, it's just an ad, you guys. And she's a cute girl, and she does have good genetics.
And I feel like American Eagle, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not for sure. They are one that has hired all size models, like all size, all
Totally.
colors. Like they're one of the first ones, I feel like.
Totally. Yeah, I think so too. Um, Others on social media found the ad
Serena.
too reminiscent of a 1980s Calvin Klein ad starring Brooke Shields that also used the same homophone and similarly sparked controversy. Shields, who was just 15 when she shot the ad, later told of Vogue in 2021 she felt naive for doing it. Brooke Shields was known for being like overly sexualized starting young
But
because she was
she
very
was super
beautiful.
young, which is wrong.
Yeah,
But this girl's in her 20s.
she's a grown adult. She wanted to do this. Brooke Shields was underage, being sexualized. She was shot for Playboy nude, being underage. A child. She was like, I don't even know.
Ew.
She was 12 years old. And there's like nude photos of her. And like, no,
Ew.
everybody was just like, that's what it is. So very different, I think, to compare the two stories. Sydney Sweeney's a grown woman and she was covered. Um, but still, Shields admitted that she remains somewhat proud of the iconic ad campaign, which remains a reference in culture to this day. The controversy backfired. She added to Vogue, the campaign was extremely successful, and then the underwear overtook the jeans. And this isn't the first time Sweeney herself has bubbled up discourse for an ad campaign either. Many of her fans had polarizing reactions to Sweeney signing on to promote a limited run of Dr. Squash soap featuring her own bath water back in June. I pitched it, Sweeney told E! News of the idea at the time, declining to say anything else about it, adding, I think it's more fun to see everyone else talk about it. So she hasn't said anything. I
I
do
don't
think
think she
people
needs
are
to.
I don't think so either. I think people are kind of dragging it and like,
And I'm glad they didn't apologize because I thought that was going to be their statement. Like, we're so sorry, we're pulling it. It's like, no, deal with it, people. Everybody has all shapes, sizes, and colors. We can't just go the opposite way.
exactly. And she's beautiful and like she's a hit person right now in, Hollywood. She's young and she's like talked about a lot. So like of course she's gonna get pulled. But I feel like people are saying like, oh, she was only used for the ad because she's white, blonde hair, blue-eyed, whatever, huge tits, sexualized, whatever. But
And
I
if you
think
have a problem with that, stay off your damn phones, stay off your computers because life is sexual.
totally. Yeah. And she's fine with it. Like her roles in
And
TV
if
shows,
girls are
but
getting money that way, good for them.
for real.
By the
Let
way,
it
I wanted to say something is like this is a little bit off topic, but I saw this and I thought it was funny. I forgot to share it with P. It's like a map of people's searches of porn, like their main searches, and it's like the United States. And I'm dying because since we moved here, I'm always like, I get like the most attention pregnant here. Like
Oh
when
my
I'm not
God, yeah.
pregnant, I'm like, the girls are so tall and they're so thick. Okay.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that they're really thick, curvy.
So, I was dying because I won't share the whole map, but and this came from Stiff Sock. So California's is Asian stepmom. Okay. That's the top.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what is Indiana's? Chubby. I
Wait, that's so funny.
was like, oh my God, of course it is. So,
That's so funny. I love a good fact. I love a good porn fact.
so it's out there, people. Move on.
That
Get
is
over
so
it.
funny. I know, for real. So I feel like people are dragging it a little bit, and I think cancel culture can definitely run amok a little bit. Um, I also saw people being like, okay, well, like Beyonce did American Eagle's jean ad, and she had blonde hair for it, and like nobody was mad about that. But like, I don't know. Third and final story is why Khloe Kardashian chose to be a caretaker to Tristan Thompson's brother Amari. So I don't
Oh,
know anything about Amari.
not much. I feel like I've seen like a YouTube like short as I was scrolling
Yeah.
because
Um,
Tristan's mom passed away, right?
yeah. Yeah, I believe so. So Chloe has her new podcast. So I think this is where it might be coming from. So it says Khloe Kardashian reflected on her decision to become a caretaker to Tristan Thompson's younger brother, 18-year-old Amari Thompson, who suffers from a severe form of epilepsy.
Hmm.
Indeed, the Kardashians star detailed her bond with the NBA player's 18-year-old brother Amari, including why she chose to be his caretaker after the death of their mom, Andrea Thompson. Tristan's mom and I became such good friends, she explained in her July 30th episode of her Chloe in Wonderland podcast. I had such a good relationship with Andrea, and I would help her with Amari medically. She would have questions. She would need connections to certain doctors, and I would help with that. In fact, the 41-year-old who shares kids True, who's 7, and Tatum, who's 3, with Tristan, revealed she was involved in all of Amari's medical appointments as he suffers from a severe form of epilepsy called Lennox-Gastaut syndrome, LGS for short. According to Chloe, Andrea was the teen's sole caretaker when they lived in Canada, and she wanted to provide as many resources as she could. However, the Thompson family's dynamic shifted once Andrea died in January 2023 of an unexpected heart attack. Tristan was granted temporary custody of his younger brother 8 months later, which allowed him to move Amari to California. But considering the athlete who plays for the Cleveland Cavaliers travels often for work, he and Chloe knew Amari needed to stay in one location. It's just not conducive for Amari to be on that many planes, she explained, adding that he has a handful of seizures a day. So Amari stays in LA with me, and I have chosen to take care of him. Chloe noted, I have two sensational caretakers for Amari who I love, love, love. The Good American founder clarified that despite her and Tristan's complicated relationship,
Hmm.
she'll always be there for Amari. I still have this family that I've spent so many years with. She continued that I have such connections with that my relationship with Andrea has nothing to do with Tristan. My commitment to her has nothing to do with Tristan. After all, she wants to provide the teen with the best, most beautiful life that we know how, and she's honored that commitment over the last 2 years, including hosting his 18th birthday party in April. When you meet someone that's so wonderful and then something so terrible happens to them, you do want to help, Chloe explained on the Kardashians that month, adding that her kids, including her mom, Kris Jenner, have grown close to Amari. You do want to fix it and be there as much as you can. I think my mom feels the exact same way. She has such a connection to Amari. So I thought that that was really sweet. I think that she is really
I think
kind.
she's the best person out of all of them.
Yeah, I think she has a really kind heart for this stuff. And I think she's a great mom from what I see. Obviously, we don't know like the details, but from what I see, I feel like she prioritizes her kids a lot. And
I
I
feel bad that she's like been so screwed over in love.
I know, me too. I feel like she didn't deserve it, but
But
she's
who does?
very
Not always.
resilient. Yeah, so hopefully she'll find a true love one of these days. But those are the stories, not the best, not the worst. We'll take what we can get. Um, and we have an Am I the Asshole story?
Am I the asshole for saying it's inappropriate that my brother's girlfriend keeps wearing my clothes? I, 17 female, live at home with my mom and brother, 23 male, and his girlfriend, 23 female, has started staying over more often, like multiple nights a week. I'm not judging that part too much. She's great, but it's really bothering me that she keeps wearing my clothes.
That is, wait, how old is this girl?
17.
Oh,
And the girlfriend's 23.
that's weird.
The first few times it was with permission and I'd agreed and lent her my stuff. Now I just wake up, bitch, bring a bag.
Yeah, seriously.
Bring some spare clothes in your car.
Also, like, grow up. You're 23,
And
stop borrowing
what
a teenager's clothes.
what kind of clothes? Like, you're sleeping with my brother and stuff. Like, I don't want any of that on my clothes.
Too comfortable. Yeah, you're too comfortable.
Also, I feel like the parents should say something.
Yeah.
When I brought it up to my brother, he said it'd be a hassle for her to pack more stuff. It's just a nice way for her to feel more welcomed at our home. Well, buy me some clothes then. Or buy
Yeah,
her some clothes to stay here.
that's what I was gonna say. Then she needs to leave clothes there so she doesn't have to pack.
And that it'd be inappropriate, even more inappropriate for her to wear his clothes around the house, okay? How's that my problem? I'm not her closet. I don't know why she doesn't just wear my mom's too. I told him it made me uncomfortable, especially because if there's something intimate about her wearing my stuff and it reminds me she's sleeping in his bed, I don't want to picture that. Honestly, it's gross. Our mom is staying out of it.
Weird.
She didn't disagree with me, but I don't know if she sees it the same way I do or just doesn't care. Edit to add. Yes, I lock my door, but not all of my clothes are in my closet. Mine and everyone else's clothes overflow. Clothes are folded in the laundry room, which is accessible to anyone. I know I'll have to tell her directly soon and suggest what people have been commenting about leaving her own clothes there. I hate feeling like I'm going to start drama because everyone else in my house doesn't seem to see the issue.
She shouldn't have to lock her door, first of all. Like, it shouldn't be on
Oh,
her.
it's my
Like,
bedroom.
yeah, exactly. You shouldn't have to do that. And
And
that's
what
another
else
thing
are you
that no,
taking?
yeah, and nobody else sees an issue with this. It's like if she's uncomfortable with that, that's all that needs to
The
be said.
mom, like, that's all that would need for me to be said to be like, you know what? You can't stay here, you weirdo. Or, like, bring your own clothes. You
Right.
can
I
use
feel
our
like
washer and
I would,
dryer.
like, yeah, either talk to her or at least talk to her son and be like, she
Hey,
can't stay
stay
over.
over.
Can't do this. Like, that's crazy. You're an adult. Figure it out. That's just so wild.
And then, like, a teenager who's trying to get ready to go to school, it's like, oh, my shirt I was gonna wear is freaking gone.
Yeah, that's weird. That is so weird.
It's just odd vibes.
I don't think you're the
And then,
asshole.
like, do you want to be like my sister or do you want to be my
Yeah.
girlfriend?
Seriously, are you obsessed with me or what? Weird. What a weirdo. Yeah, I feel like it
Good
shouldn't be on
question.
her. And I
I think
would,
your mom and your brother are the asshole.
yeah, I would create the drama because that's not okay. You don't
No.
even need a reason. If you just don't want her doing that, that's enough. Like,
But
usually
I
siblings don't even like their own siblings borrowing their clothes. Like, they usually argue over that anyways, and she's like a stranger.
and I feel like, I mean, you're not the asshole, but you shouldn't have started by letting her. That's
Totally.
the problem.
Yeah. Because it's one thing to be like, oh my God, like I forgot to bring a shirt, like my shirt or whatever, like I had it
Or
packed.
I
And
dropped sauce
I
on my
like,
shirt. Can I borrow yours?
yeah, like it's like, oh my, yeah, of course, like that happens. But it's one thing to be like, oh, it's just easier if I just like, can I just borrow one of your outfits? Because I like
Can I
didn't
just
pack.
use all your clothes because I live here now and I
Yeah,
don't want to bring my stuff?
it's too much for me to pack. So can I just borrow an outfit?
And
Mm,
also, like she said, wear the guy's clothes.
for real.
You can wear his hoodie to bed
Seriously, a
or
big,
around the house.
yeah. God. Ugh.
Don't be an annoying girlfriend.
Yeah, no, don't like her. It's a no from
She
us.
out.
Peace.
And it's not going to work out.
It's not gonna work out.
We know.
Yeah. Sorry, but don't hold your breath.
Well, Dollies, I'm officially 37 weeks. So if we're delayed on a podcast or something wild,
Why? You know why.
you know why, okay? We're struggling here.
Yeah. So we may or may not see you next week on time, but
We'll put an announcement out.
yeah, stick around because we might have a new doll. What would it be? A new, like, what's a boy version of a dolly and girl version? A new, like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, you know how there's like dude and dudette? That's like what I was trying to think. Like,
Dollette. But that
yeah.
sounds feminine still.
I know. I'm like, what would the boy version be? I don't know. But whatever it is, we may
A
have a
duke or a doll. I don't know.
yeah. So we keep you updated and we will hopefully see you guys next week.
Bye,
Bye.
Dolly.